Hi, everybody. Gail here from Time to Thrive. Are you suffering from fear right now? Are you feeling fear in your mind, in your body? Many people are. You're not alone. So, I'd just like to share with you a little bit about what is fear and how to manage fear, how to manage what you're feeling and how your body's responding to those thoughts, emotions, and what's going on around you. So, fear is our natural body's response or our brain's response to what we think is a threatening situation or an unpleasant event or something like that, something we're scared of, something we don't want to feel, don't want to experience. So, fear stands for false evidence appearing real. Even though the fear may feel real and it's real in your body, in your mind, what you're feeling and the sensations that you're experiencing, but quite often the fear comes from thoughts that are going into the future and worrying about an event or something that might happen that's maybe out of our control. So quite often it's about future thoughts, future worries, and it's our body's natural response to protect us from what we're perceiving as real. So with future thoughts, though, quite often it's things that are out of our control or things that may not even happen. So the threat isn't even real, but our body thinks it is. So it kicks in that fight, flight, freeze response, and we feel all that anxiety in our bodies, or we just get stuck, we procrastinate and we freeze, we don't do anything. So there's a couple of simple ways to really manage fear. And as I mentioned, it may not be a real threat when you really narrow it down and think about it. It might be just, what if this happens? What if that happens? So we can work with that. But also, your threat may be real, like perhaps you might lose your job potentially, and that might be a real threat, or money coming in is less than what it was before, fear of what might happen, etc. So that is a real threat. So still work through that with the tool I'll teach you, and that way you'll be able to think more clearly and manage yourself in a much more positive way through these challenges that are actually real for you. So I've been there. I've had, financial hardship. I've lost a home through difficult times. So if that threat is real for you, please keep working through the tapping that I'll show you and the mindfulness tools, and your brain will function a lot better, and you will feel not only better in your body, but you will think clearly, and you will be able to make much more productive and much more positive decisions for yourself moving forwards. So let's look at fear and how it's showing up for you in your body. It's your body's natural response to a threat, as I said, but just have a think about what is it you're fearing, and is it something that's in your control? Is it real? It feels real, and I get that. Just tune into it, think about it, and feel any sensations in your body that it's giving you. Just notice where it's sitting and let it sit there. I want you to start embracing any fear that you feel and just letting it sit in your body. It's showing up for a reason, and it's showing up to communicate with you. So let's just feel your body. Notice any anxiety or any fear sitting in your body, and we're going to tap through that physical sensation to help calm the nervous system down, calm the primitive brain down that's put in that fight flight response and that switched it on for you. So take a few deep breaths. Notice where you're feeling it, how it's showing up for you. Just feel your feet on the ground and just let it be there. Let it show up. How is it trying to protect you? A few deep breaths. And now we can start some tapping. So just focus on where it's showing up in your body and start tapping along with me. And just repeat after me and focus on what it is for you, your reality. Even though I feel this fear in my body, I still completely accept that part of me. Even though I'm feeling all this fear and anxiety, I still accept myself in every way. Even though I'm feeling all this fear, I still accept myself right here and right now. Top of the head, this fear I feel in my body. I'm really worried. I'm really scared. I don't know what will happen. I feel fearful. I feel scared. I feel anxious. I can feel it in my body. So you may or may not have seen my previous tapping videos. If this is your first one, that's fine. Just tap along, copy me, and just feel what you're feeling in regards to fear. Let it be there and just tap the points. It's the tapping of the points that calms the nervous system and sends a calming signal to the brain, that primitive part of the brain that switches on that fight-flight response, that part of the brain that's trying to warn you and protect you. Just tap the points. You're sending a calming signal to the brain and you're telling the brain that you're safe. And you will find a chart for the tapping points at my website, timetothrive.net.au, at the EFT page, Emotional Freedom Techniques page. But you can simply just follow along, noticing how that fear is showing up for you. All this fear that I'm feeling, right here, right now, I choose to know that I'm okay. Right here, right now, I'm okay. All this fear that's showing up in my body, I choose to know that I'm okay. I choose to know that I will be okay. I have survived so far, and I will survive through this. Any fear that's showing up, I feel it in my body, and I choose to let it go now. I choose to let go of what's out of my control. Letting go of what's out of my control and focusing on what I can do. Focusing on what I'm good at, what I know, how I can be creative right now, and how I can feel better. Right here, right now, I choose to feel okay. All this fear that's showing up for me. I've been really scared. All this fear. It's okay to let it go. It's safe to let it go now. All this fear. Just breathing easily and gently and just tapping the points whilst you're focusing on that fear. Letting it all go. Right here, right now, I know I'm safe. Right here, right now, I focus on my blessings. I focus on gratitude. Right here, right now, I choose to change my focus. away from worry and fear to what I know, to what I'm grateful for, and to stay present. Right here, right now, I'm okay. Right here, right now, I'm letting go of all fear, all anxiety, because I know I'm okay and I will be okay. I have support around me and I can support myself by tapping every day. Taking that time out to stay present, taking time out for me and to focus on what I'm grateful for. Right here, right now, I'm okay. Feeling that gratitude, focusing on gratitude, focusing on some blessings that you have in your life. Really feel it, breathe it into your body, into your energy, and sit with that. I choose peace. I choose love and gratitude. Right here, right now, I'm okay. Right here, right now, I feel better. I feel good. It's okay. Bringing in love, joy, and peace right now. Hopefully that's helped you tap through some fear and just to recognize and become aware of what's out of your control, what's in your control, so that you can keep working with that. Thank you. Message me, please, if you have any difficulties. Comment below or email me at gail@timetothrive.net.au. Thank you.